That brings us back to general public comment. Annie Gaggin, and is it George Abrahams or George Abrams? Please come forward. Go right ahead, Ms. Gaggin.
Good morning. Since May 2011, Caltrans has made efforts to require the City of Los Angeles and Millennium Hollywood to provide proper analysis in the EIR of the significant impacts to the state's facilities from the proposed 1.1 million square foot skyscraper projects. The City and Millennium have repeatedly ignored Caltrans' written and oral concerns and warnings regarding health, safety, and welfare of communities. The City and Millennium have not analyzed the impacts to the state facility, the 101 freeway, with regards to concerns about numerous safety issues that Millennium's contributing traffic will cause. It is illegal for the developer and the city to address that analysis after an EIR has been certified. It must be addressed as part of a recirculated draft EIR now. Failure to comply with the law subverts the purposes of CEQA if it omits material necessary to inform decision-making and inform public participation, has been omitted from the EIR. If City Council certifies the final EIR on July 24, 2013, Caltrans' concerns and warnings will not be addressed by the City as part of the required draft and final EIR public disclosure process prior to July 24, 2013. Continuing to ignore the state agency's grave concerns and approving Millennium projects instead of responding and dealing with them is not only illegal, but will be putting many lives in danger. We urge City Council to not approve Millennium projects in light of this state's agency's concerns and warnings regarding public safety. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Abrams. Now, you know you got to be careful with those doggone maps.
Probably.
Okay, so, and then after you, we already had Armanick, and then I'm going to ask for Armando Martinez.
Okay.
Go right ahead, sir.
Okay. The Millennium spokesman, Brian Lewis, is telling two different stories about the Hollywood fault. In yesterday's press release, he said the charge that our project site is located on the Hollywood fault is refuted by the extensive geotechnical investigations that were conducted at the request of the city. However, the Beverly Press article of July 4 said Brian Lewis, a spokesman for the developer, said available evidence suggests that the Hollywood fault runs in the vicinity of the project, but has never been specifically mapped. The Millennium is so corrupt and fraudulent they can't even remember what lie they told to who anymore. In state geologist Dr. John Parrish's letter to the City Council announcing the initiation of the California Geological Survey's Alquist-Priolo study of the Hollywood Fault, he said if sufficient information results in the placement of an earthquake fault zone, it will provide the city with new information for its consideration of current and future proposed developments all along the Hollywood Fault. His statement invokes the conditions under Public Resources Code 151623, which requires the recirculation of the EIR. It would be a violation of CEQA law for the city to attempt simply to impose some additional modification of the project approvals or require further testing after the project approvals have been granted. If the FDA followed this process, they would approve thalidomide for pregnant women, and if it produced limbless babies, only then would they pull it off the market. The City Council should not turn a blind eye to the overwhelming evidence both of the existence of the active Hollywood fault crossing the Millennium property and the materially misleading Langan studies upon which the EIR is relying. We request the City Council continue scheduled approval until after conclusion of the Alquist-Priolo study and independent geological and seismic study has been performed on the Millennium project site.